Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kieran from Asus. I manage Google Meet hardware for EMEA and the UK. So I'll give you an overview of the hardware and hopefully explain where Google Meet hardware fits into your business or into education during COVID and post-COVID. So over the past 7 years now, Asus has been making Google Meet hardware. And from the first revision, which was the Chromebox for meetings, all the way up until the most recent revision, the Google Meet hardware kits, we've seen improvements to all of the peripherals and the devices included in the bundles. So because Google is constantly working to improve the user experience. So you've got better cameras, better audio, and better control of your meeting room. Some of the older kits are now reaching their auto update expiry. So if you do have older kits, we do have programs to refresh hardware to the latest peripherals and devices so that you can continue to get the latest Google features. So next slide, please, Lloyd. So Asus has 3 Google Meet hardware kits. We have a starter room kit, which is suitable for rooms of up to 8 people. It comes with everything you need. But instead of a touchscreen control panel, you get a remote with a QWERTY keyboard to make things nice and simple. The next kit we have is the small medium room kit. So again, it comes with everything you need, but includes this touchscreen control panel. The touchscreen lets you control the entire meeting room, but also has HDMI in. So if you do want to present locally in the room or onto a Meet like we are now, you can do it using a HDMI cable rather than joining a Meet separately on another device. Then we have the large room kit. So the large room kit isn't supplied with a camera, but there are a list of qualified cameras that can be purchased separately. It's suitable for rooms of up to 20 people or even bigger. You can also daisy chain the speaker mics included in the kits, so everyone can be heard and everyone can hear. Cool. So next up, we'll look at what's actually in the kits. So the kits are powered by a Google Meet compute system. So previously there were Chromeboxes in all of these bundles. Google have now completely redesigned the Chromebox to a Google Meet compute system specifically for Google Meet. With this, you get enhanced reliability and longevity. Google have completely redesigned all of the components inside the board to ensure that you get enterprise-grade reliability on these devices. They've also got 8 years of support, so you'll continue getting software updates and security updates and feature updates until June 2028 on our current kits. And we have a a MIMO monitor. So this is the main controller with the small medium room kits and the large room kits. You can control your entire meeting room from the panel and also present locally via HDMI. In the starter kits on the next slide, you get a remote. So this is just a QWERTY remote with all of the buttons you need to simply join and leave meetings, as well as control the camera. Then next up, we have a Hudley IQ camera. So this is cameras included in the small medium room kits and the starter kits. It's perfect for meeting rooms of up to 5 people. It's a 4K sensor which allows for lossless digital zoom and pan zoom and tilt. It's got an ultra wide field of view, so everyone can be seen even in smaller rooms where traditionally cameras would cut people out. Next up, we also include a Google Meet speaker mic. So the Google Meet speaker mic was designed and built by Google specifically for their meeting rooms. So if you go into any of Google's 22,000 meeting rooms, you'll probably see at least one of these on a desk. It's got great noise and echo cancellation for up to 6 meters, and you can daisy chain up to 5 speaker mics for any meeting room size. It's also now compatible with Google Assistant, so you can walk into a meeting room and say start the meeting or end the meeting without having to touch anything in the room. Okay, So the kits that Asus supply come with a warranty covering 40 countries for 3 years. We can extend that up to 56 countries globally as well if required. And Asus can also offer advanced replacement service as an optional upgrade. So next slide, please. So we understand that if any of your hardware in a meeting room does go down, you do want to have it replaced and back up and running as soon as possible. So instead of sending bits of hardware off when they do fail to our repair center with a one or 2 week turnaround time, we can offer an optional upgrade service where we'll send out a replacement part within a day. So you should have a fully functioning meeting room again within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so if you are interested in Google Meet hardware, Asus have a try before you buy program. You can sign up using the QR code there or the link. So you can trial one of our Asus kits for 30 days. If you do like it, then you can move on to purchase, and we do have some promotions on with Levitt. During the pandemic, we've seen schools use Google Meet hardware for parents' evenings or teachers to do addresses to whole year groups at the same time. With parents' evenings, the breakout rooms are brilliant because you can then split off into class groups or individual groups with teachers and parents. With businesses, we've seen people deploying kits at homes as well as increasing the number of rooms they've got in their offices, because they understand that when people do start to go back, there are going to be a lot more remote meetings rather than face-to-face meetings. We've also got a Nest Hub Max promotion. So Nest Hub Max supports Google Meet. If you do buy your first 2 kits, you'll get a free Google Nest Hub Max with your first purchase of two kits and licenses. And then finally, on some of our slightly older generation hardware, we're running a promotion with a heavily discounted price. So if you are interested, please reach out to the guys at Levitt, and they can help support you. And that's everything from me.